Hello again, Mr. RG Stuff, back in the workshop. But today I'm going to show off some records that I bought the other day whilst out and about. And due to the COVID-19 business, I've not been out and about much, so I've not had much chance to get some. But anyway, I picked up some interesting 78 records, and I thought I'd show you what I found. So first one out the bag, a little Edison Bell radio. I picked this one up because on one side it's got a tribute to our aero heroine Amy, so it's probably Amy Johnson. This is going to be from the 1930s. The other side is Meet Me in My Dreams Tonight. It's a waltz song. It might be okay. Right, what else we got? This is an Edison Bell winner, and this is Go Home and Tell Your Mother, which is, as it said, from the Sound film. So this has got to be around about 1930. The other side is Just a Little Closer. So the first one was from the Sound film Love in the Rough, and on the other side, Just a Little Closer from the Sound film Remote Control. So yeah, it's not too bad. In fact, there's several Edison Bell winners. This one is How the Family Laughs, Charles Penrose. The Mirthful Curate, also by Charles Penrose, is probably Humorous Monologues. Not entirely sure. Jollity Farm. Leslie Sarony, I've heard of him. Comedy Foxtrot Song, and the other side is I think it's another comedy Foxtrot song, or Anything Else I've Got. This one unfortunately has got a bit of a chip on it just there. I'm hoping I can sort that out enough in order to play the record. It will probably end up as just being a test record for some of my gramophone contraptions. This one is Mr. and Mrs. Brown at the Races. Descriptive. Again, likely to be a comedy sketch type thing, and that's the second side of that. This one is probably the most boring of the Edison Bell winner records I picked up. This is Annie Laurie, song by T.F. Kinningberg. Doesn't sound gripping. And the other side is Donny Dundee. Again, doesn't sound very gripping. But to be honest, I picked up everything else in the stack that said Edison Bell winner on it. I thought I might as well have the last one as well. Another one here. Comedy sketch, Clown Argo and Co. in A Gale in the Night. Another Edison Bell winner. Actually, what's the other side of that one? It's still Clown Argo and Co. in Broadcasting the Nightingale. That's what the other side of that one is. This one's actually got a nice sleeve. So, John Peel, Tally Ho, Descriptive Fantasy. That's what that one lists as. And that's just part 2 of the same thing. In fact, what's probably most interesting about this is that it's got a little descriptive thing here about some gramophone volume control with a sympathetic chromic needle and grip. So I'll have to look that up and find out more about that, but that sounds interesting. Now there was a Rex. This is Prima Scala's accordion band, which I quite like. So let's have a look at the A side. Roll Along Covered Wagon. I thought I had this one, to be honest, but I looked on my list and I couldn't see it, but it might be a duplicate. And then I want to hear those old time melodies again. So that should be quite good. Notice it's got Master Joe Peterson Boy Singer on it. Yeah, I've had a few with him on before, I think. Now, a couple of big ones here. So this is, well, violin solo Nocturne in E flat by Chopin, played by Misha Elman. I'm sure it's all good stuff. To be honest, I bought it because it's single-sided, so on the back there's just the gramophone logo, so that's got to be good and early. It's a Nipper one. It's a gramophone Monarch record, but it's got Nipper the dog on, so I think that means it's sort of 1910 and later. It's something like that. It's not really early, but it's still pretty early. And the next one, unfortunately, has a bit of a chip there, but it could still be used as a test record. And this one actually says his master's voice, but otherwise the label is actually very similar. It's the same sort of purple label. This again is Misha Elman. This is Souvenir of Moscow, Souvenir de Moscow, violin again. Yeah, single-sided. That's the main reason I bought it. I do like old single-sided records. Now this one's quite a lot later. This is a little Crown. This is Richard Goes A-Swimming Part 1, and on the reverse is Part 2. I bought this because I've never seen a Crown record with a children's label on, and this clearly, and it says bedtime story, so that I thought was well worth picking up. All the ones up to this record here, all the previous ones cost me £1 each. This one cost me £2, and the rest in here also cost me £2. This one, nice Columbia sleeve, but it's not a Columbia record. This I bought because it says Disco Gramophono, Banda Municipal de Barcelona, and it talks about España, Barcelona up there. So basically it's a Spanish HMV. It could quite well have been made in England, but it's certainly all labelled up. In fact, I mean, I'm going to have to look more closely to see if it's actually clear where it was made. But it's a Spanish band, and it's pressed clearly for the Spanish market. So I thought that was quite nice. I do have an Italian one, but I don't have a Spanish one. And the last one is this Star Sound Studios, London, England. I mean, it is a 78, but it might be an acetate or something. It doesn't feel like it's shellac. So it's Gay Capri Mixed Track Take 9, and Gay Capri Mixed Piano Theme Take 1. I'm not sure. What's that? Deliza and Booth, something like that. I'm gonna have to play that one to see what that's like. What it says on here is theme song with the voice of Matt Monro and background music for the film Huey Green in Italy. I'm not sure that's what this actually is. That may well be a mismatched sleeve. It doesn't seem to be what's written on the label, but you never know. If it is a theme song with the voice of Matt Monro, that could be quite good. Right, and that's the lot. So there we are, just a little selection of records which I picked up the other day. Should be good fun to go through and play some of them. Okay, well that's it for now. Thanks for watching, and if you have enjoyed this video, please subscribe to Mr. Archie Stuff. Thank you.